Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Rage in the Cage 34! We are live at the Tim Hortons Iceplex in Henrietta, New York. I'm going to have you all stand up, remove your caps, and join the lovely Olivia Maturo in the singing of the Canadian National Anthem. All right, please remain on your feet. We got a special presentation tonight. On the electric cello, playing the American National Anthem, Billy Abed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Hortons Iceplex, where Full Contact Promotions brings you Rage in the Cage 34. It is sponsored by the International Sport Kickboxing Association. Your event supervisor is the ISKA National Director, the immortal Joe Wall. Your judges for this evening are Elvin Roberts, Scott McCovey, Gary King, and Jacob Grayson. Referees are Todd Anderson, Mike Walter, and John Marconi. Your timekeeper is Melissa Wall, scorekeeper Jackie Anderson, and your doctor at cage side is Dr. Keith Grams. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I said, are you ready? This bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. It is in our junior 110-pound kickboxing division. making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner. He is Alex, the Inferno Natali.
Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in here. We have a great card here for Rage Cage 34 live at the Tim Hortons, Rochester, New York. Dwayne Crespo beside me is Musab. We are your commentators here for the evening. We got a great show for you. And let's starting right off the gate. We got some junior fights. Walking to the cage is Alex Natali, and we got to talk to his coach right before coming over here. It's very interesting, and I'm super excited for their second fight in the junior fight here.
Yeah, man. You know, we got to talk to these folks in the back in the locker room, and you know, they got really good energy. It's a traditional martial arts school that actually, you know, once you get to a certain age and a certain level, they'll transition you over to the fight team. And you know, Natali's been on the fight team for 7 months now. I mean, you know, he's just been inspired by Zoculio. If I'm saying his name right, but you know, he had a great fight against Omar in Auburn, and you know, that pretty much kind of changed Natali's mind and said, hey, I want to get into this.
Yeah, trained for 6 years and then finally making the fight team for 7 months. Kind of getting right into the fights there. He had a fight before, kind of lost to adrenaline, and they kind of really want to work on it. Something that their team is doing is mandatory Sunday yoga to get your breathing right, to get ready for that adrenaline. And we're about to see them showcase as he's making his way right into the cage right now.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage out of Buffalo, New York, fighting out of the red corner, making his FCP debut, Jacob the Body Ventura.
Coming to the cage now is Jacob Ventura, 14 years old, representing Western New York MMA out of Buffalo. And when you talk to this kid in the back, there's a lot of kind of like that charisma, confidence level going there. But he's oddly calm for it being a debut fighter and being 14 years old. He's been training for 2 years at a really high-level gym, and that kind of has to say that. And his main training partner, he says, is his coach, Felipe, UFC fighter, man. Can you imagine being 12 years old, 14 years old, and having your main training partner a UFC fighter?
Yeah, man, that's a great experience to have in there, man, because you're not, you know, you can make all the mistakes in the world, and you know, they know how to, when you're going training with somebody that's at a higher level, they know all the, you know, the mistakes and all the cleanups to those mistakes. So it's a great position to be in.
Yeah, definitely. They can work on a little experience, right? You can learn experience 2 ways. One, multiple fights, or having a conversation with someone who's done it a long time. And that's exactly what they have here for Jacob Ventura.
This is our opening bout of the evening. It is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 110 Junior Kickboxing Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's 15 years old with a record of 1-2, hailing from Baldwinsville, New York, representing Impact Martial Arts and TV. He stands at 5'4", official weight 109 pounds. He is the Inferno, Alex Natali. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands at 5'2", official weight of 110 pounds. He hails from Buffalo, New York. Representing Western New York MMA, he's making his FCP debut. He is Jacob the Body Ventura. Referee for this contest is Mike Walter.
All right, so we're here live on YouTube, live on millions.co. So if you're on YouTube, you're going to have a couple fights that you're going to be able to watch. But to watch the main card and the rest of the card and the title fights, go ahead and go over to millions.co. And we're going to have a graphic on the screen for you to check out, so it makes it easy for you. Yep. Just scan that code on the bottom left, and you'll be able to get into the pay-per-view.
Let's talk about this first fight already, man. If this is only a case of show for a whole night for you guys to watch on the pay-per-view, non-stop action from the juniors off the get-go. Maybe 100 punches thrown already.
Already. I mean, they're going at it.
This is a 110-pound fight. These are young fighters, super small fighters, and look at the speed of these guys.
Ventura's, he's working. He's actually working with his back on the cage, but I mean, Natalia is just pushing the pace and pressure. Man.
When you saw Natalia kind of walk into the cage, you kind of seemed a little nervous, but right here, once he gets to throw punches, man, I'm seeing a lot of fire out of her right there.
Yeah.
It's interesting when you talk about junior fights, especially on the first round, right? Look at the pressure, the little high pace that they're doing. This is something that they're not going to be able to keep for a long time. Good left hand by Ventura. But look at the pace of Natalia. If he could keep this going, he's definitely going to win this round.
But definitely a crazy pace right now.
Good right hand by Ventura.
Nice stick right there. Nice uppercut there.
Good combo by Ventura. This pace for Natalia, you're going to probably see a good adrenaline dump. But remember, that gym really wanted to work on their breathing,
right? There from Ventura.
Really wanted to work on their breathing, so they didn't. Oh, good uppercut by Ventura. I'm curious to see how
kind of throw that uppercut in that too while going backwards. He landed a nasty knee right there, and right now that breathing that they was talking about in the back, that yoga that has to come into play at this sort of time while being in the corner.
Exactly where I was going to get at. So perfect that you saw the same thing. We need to see if they can keep that kind of pressure. It was a good round for him, but a lot of big moments out of Ventura. The good combos of the knees and uppercut. Really interesting to see early.
Yeah, I think Natalia's been out there. He's been able to go out there and push the pace and just kind of go forward. So, I mean, we're actually, like I said, we're going to see how that breathing works. And Ventura, it seems to be towards the end of the round. He was just kind of finding himself. And, I mean, that was a tight round right there for sure.
I mean, it's really hard to, find your footing when someone is gas pedal right off the gate, right?
Yeah.
He's definitely didn't give him any room to breathe, which is really good for uppercuts and knees, which he did find out late into the round. But interesting to see here as we go to the second round. Second round about to be on his way, and is a 110-pound junior K1 fight. Jacob Ventura in the red corner versus Alex Natalia in the blue corner. Second round, here we go.
Nice front kick right off it from Ventura.
The crowd is loud early. Teep just missed from Ventura. Natalia's still keeping that pressure pace is really good, but great body kick by Ventura. When you have that pressure fighter, we really do need to be that kind of distance guy. Let's do some knees, switch knees, teeps, kind of wore down the body, right? Which we're not seeing too much from Ventura till just now with the great knee there. But we're still seeing that kind of pressure heavy side of Natalia still.
Well, I mean, that's been the secret right there. You seen that too, that's hit Natalia. I mean, Ventura's been going back to that well a few times within this fight. And anytime Natalia is pushing that pressure forward, he's been able to kind of move off and catch an angle and throw that too, or he's been able to throw that uppercut. Now, if you see him push forward, there goes that two right there.
I'm loving the level changes out of Ventura. Like we're seeing a little more of a skilled fighter out of Ventura, but you have to deal with the pressure first. There's too much pressure from Natalia. That could be winning the round in the judges' eyes. But I'm seeing a lot of composure and skill out of Jacob Ventura. Good head kick by Ventura.
Oh.
Spinning kick landed. 10 seconds left in the second round. Good right hand by Ventura. Good knee. It is a junior fight. Knees to head aren't allowed, but they definitely do happen in the heat of the moment.
Just being in the rules meeting, they would say, you can't throw those knees. I mean, everything was right on the.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of our questions have been answered during the second round. Can he keep the pace up of the first round for Natali? And the answer is yes. Yeah. Definitely still high pressure, but a lot more success for Ventura.
Yeah, I think Ventura, possibly could have won a round. I mean, it just depends on how how the judges are looking at it. Are you're looking at forward pressure, then you can go towards Natali. Are you looking at effective striking, you can go towards Ventura. It just depends on the judge and their angle, literally.
Yeah, especially like we don't know their view. We only have our view. Right now, I have it so close. I am big on the pressure heavy because you're talking about a lot more damage. Natali throwing a lot more strikes. But when Ventura throws his strikes, throws an uppercut, we're seeing a lot of bigger reactions than you would have out of the 10 punches that Natali has thrown.
The thing is right here, I think Natali needs to kind of slow down the pace for himself, right? If he wants to win this fight, I think he needs to slow the pace down for himself, have some controlled striking, and then Ventura needs to go ahead. And he got to go forward, and he's got to put in those big strikes. He's been landing more damaging strikes.
Third and final round here in our first fight of the night, Junior K1. And they're brawling right here in the center. Non-stop action from this third round. They're definitely, I don't know what both corners have said. Like, hey, I think 1-1. Let's just get in their face, and we're seeing from both sides. Give me everything you got. That's all I want to see from these juniors. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this, you got 3 free fights here of junior fights for this card of HK 34. A lot of action tonight, just jam-packed action like you're seeing here today. Click on that QR code at the bottom left.
That was a nice two right there from Natali.
That QR code will bring you
there's a nice return back there from Ventura.
Not a lot of forward pressure from Natali. He just slipped there, but that could be nerve-wracking when you fall down. That would spin back kick down the
You know, and we're looking at 15 seconds here. I mean, these guys are going to fight.
10 seconds, let's see it, bro.
Yeah, man, I like how Natali fights, man. He don't care about your feelings. He about to get in your face. And Ventura.
And it's all
Ventura's not going for it, so
3 rounds
a freaking good fight right here, man.
3 rounds down in our Junior K1 110-pound division. Jacob Ventura versus Alex Natali. And hey, that was fire.
Yeah, man, right off rip. Right off rip.
First fight of the night.
First fight of the night. Here free on YouTube.
Can we say fight of the night already? Is that something that we're allowed to say already?
And dude, like I said, we are. This is the same fight card that has Ty Coles and Eric Stanford. You know, a little later down the card. So yeah, you need to go ahead and go on to millions.co and get that pay-per-view.
Yeah, especially when we're talking about the first 3 fights are junior fights. They're not adults, and they're also K1. We have MMA later tonight. That's as well. You're missing on good high-level grappling, submissions, knockouts with the 4-ounce gloves. A lot of action here. Rage Cage 34. Click on that QR code. What do you think this fight? It's really close in the end.
I don't know, man. I mean, it had its ebbs and flows. Definitely going back and forth. I'm not exactly sure who took this. Good thing I commentate. Right?
Yeah, that's a little above our pay grade here, man.
Shout out to the new gear out there. You know, they got new gloves and new headgear for full contact right now. But we're gonna send it up to Dan, the man.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges agree and scored the fight in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Jacob the Body Ventura.
Jacob Ventura, your winner. And, you know, I think right there in all reality, when you look at that fight, it was a lot of more effective striking from Ventura, and he's been able to counter. Even though if you're on your back and you're getting pressured, if you're able to land effective strikes and, you know, have more damaging
let's give both those fighters a round of applause. Those junior
you're going to be able to win those
are going to be here for a while. That was a hell of a first fight.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to show us kind of like what we're expecting from the judges out the gate, right? We have a very close fight, really good scrappy fight. Kind of went with the effective striking over the pressure. So I'm hoping to keep that rolling throughout the night so we could definitely understand what they're looking at as in terms for judging, right? So I think we could officially say pressure isn't what they're looking for tonight for the first fight at least.
I mean, you can pressure all you want, but you gotta. At the end of the day, it's a fight. It's what are your strikes landing and being effective.
Yeah,
right?
Mix up power, mix it up.
You can see people like Wonder Boy or Anthony Pettis, and you know they can play with their back against the cage and still win the fight. It's effective striking.
This next bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. It is the 155-pound junior kickboxing division. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner out of St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, Rustam Hushman.
We got Rasan Shman coming to the cage now in our second junior fight of the night. You know, coming out of the Niagara top team, you got T-Shay in his corner. You know, T-Shay's a pretty high level bantamweight in the professionals. And when you got people coming out of that camp, they usually do pretty good.
Yeah, definitely a good MMA gym, obviously, out of Niagara. Something that a lot of people, especially viewers at home, don't understand about Canada fighting is they got really good Muay Thai down in Canada. A very high-level Muay Thai, a lot of good events down there. Obviously, a lot of good pro fighters down there as well that can bring you to there. So seeing Canada striking on the map now is definitely a conversation we need to have. And we get to see it from a junior fight in his debut here coming to the States.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of Muay Thai and K1, tournaments over there. I mean, almost every weekend. So you'll be able to see that be displayed here tonight.
And look at him as he walks in the corner. Just so calm, collected. The music you hear in the background, super calm, relaxing, definitely focused. And I'm excited to see his debut.
Me too.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the cage, out of Lockport, New York, James Stuckey.
Now we have James Stuckey on his way to the cage. You know, out of JT MMA, JT Martial Arts, Joe Taylor. If you know Joe Taylor, man, some of the best striking when it comes to the guys in the heavier weight classes, when it comes to Glory and when it comes to LFA. So he's teaching these guys how to do all the right things when they're in the cage.
Yeah, something that you see happen very well often for JT is same side striking, which is not something you usually see in K1, where they'll throw double jabs and the same side head kick coming right out the gate. It's really interesting and sneaky, and it's definitely worked really well for him. And I'm excited to see that kind of style bring into the younger fighters. Obviously, you adapt what your coaches do. You see film on them, you kind of want to be them. So I'm excited to see that kind of crossover here for the junior and James Stuckey. Also, if your coach is a Glory kickboxer, you have a kickboxing fight, how confident are you coming into this?
You should be pretty confident.
This next bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 155-pound junior kickboxing division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making his FCP debut. Representing Niagara Top Team, hailing from St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. He is 17 years old. He stands at 5'7" official weight of 147 pounds. He is Rassam Hushman. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, also making his FCP debut. He represents JT's Mixed Martial Arts, hailing from Lockport, New York. He stands at 5'8" official weight, 153 pounds. He is James Stuckey. Referee for this contest is John Marconi.
Second fight of the evening. If you're watching this here on YouTube, you got the first free fights of the night. This is the second one you guys see. QR code in the bottom left to bring you to the pay-per-view to watch the whole card. A lot of action here. 155-pound junior K1 fight. James Stuckey versus Rassam Hushman. It's going to be great. A lot of words off the gate here from our referee, number money. On clean fight for the juniors. Round one. Round one.
Hushman starting off with 3s and 2s.
You're hearing the leather of these punches.
Nice low kick right there from Hushman. Nice body kick.
Good left
nice
hand.
two turn. He's got to pick his head up. He's got to pick his head up. Nice low calf right there.
I'm loving the boxing early from the song. As we say that, great combination by James.
That's where they cut the corner and get your back off the cage from Hushman.
Good left hand by Rassam. Really good advice from Rassam's corner here, trying to not engage too much in the brawl, kind of calm down, find your openings. Definitely boxing heavy here in our second fight of the night. But hey, when you're a junior fight, it's definitely like a you go, I go versus monkey see, monkey do type, you know. You see your opponent kind of hit you with 4-punch combo. You forget how to kick sometimes.
I think they've been throwing kicks. I mean, it's just been kind of just real sneaky within transition. You see, that's a nice
great head kick
there.
by Rassam.
A nice combination to follow by Usman. Good stuff he's going forward.
Good uppercut by Usman.
Nice turn on the head kick right there.
The action right up close.
I mean, they've been throwing kicks. They've just been kind of just throwing them, you know, low calf and things like that, kind of start their combination.
Especially
or to finish their combination.
I mean, you hear the power of their punches. They're just not quite getting all that leg into it. But, man, what a first round. First round down there for our juniors.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting right there. Now, I think Usman may be up 1-0.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it definitely is an earned first round. Definitely not what we call dominating. Both sides feeling a lot, looking tired on the stool for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, they was going at a hellacious pace. I think here, he kind of just going back into the corners. I mean, Usman, I think he's got to kind of keep doing what he's doing. But, Stucky's not doing anything bad himself. I think he's just kind of getting beat to those exchanges.
Yeah, be first, be last. Kickboxing for sure. Kickboxing 101. Something that the corner is definitely saying for Sam is just to kind of stay calm. You got the punching power, but we need to set it up, so let's slow down a little bit. And I think a little bit opposite on the James Stuckey side. Like, obviously, we want him to kind of be a little bit more first, more active. He has really good combinations, but let's move out the way afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Second round here for our 155 junior K1. James Stuckey in the red and Sam in the blue.
Round two. Round two.
Second round.
Definitely the exchanges in the pocket. Good leg kick by Sam. Here's the pressure that we're talking about. James Stuckey inside, so great job in the corner to realize, hey, we kind of need to be more active on that.
I think in this round, he's been kind of a little bit better in keeping his guard where it needs to be and kind of just throwing his shots and returning back to his guard.
Almost wanted to set up the right hand first instead of the right, left hook, right, left hook. That's what we're seeing from James Stuckey. Let's set up with a feint two, some couple jabs in there.
I think what you're seeing right now is like Usman's kind of settling in. Maybe that pace was kind of a little too hellacious from the first round. I mean, he's slowing down a bit, but right now he's throwing him.
Good right hand there by Rassam.
Count that as a knockdown. Or like that was a slip to me.
For a junior fighter, a lot of success. You got the knockdown here, obviously, in the second round. That could be a big confidence boost for some.
Yeah, and man, he's working good right now in the space and trying to, work back. But I mean, it may be, 2-0 for Usman.
But definitely won the second round, obviously, with the knockdown. We don't know how it could have been in a close fight in the first round, but I do agree with you. I think we're 2-0. With that point being taken away in the second round, it is now or never for James Stuckey in the third round, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, share, and also, if you're looking forward to the rest of the event, that QR code in the bottom left there will bring you to the pay-per-view for the rest of the card here tonight for Rage the Cage 34. Interesting to see right now out of James Stuckey in the corners. They're having him stand early because, hey, we're seeing that you're fatiguing a little bit. You got knocked down. Let's get you involved in the fight right now, standing up. And honestly, I know they're fixing their cup, but I like to say that way first. third and final round about to be on its way, and our second bout of the night, 155-pound junior K1 fight, James Stucky, red song. That could be definitely like a little nerve-wracking in the head as a fighter. Something that you're not worried about. Kind of moving around too much. And you're not worried about the fight where you're supposed to, right? So now that that's taken care of, let's see how he could bounce back in this third round when we think he's down to. It's not that he wasn't doing well either, so like I'm excited to see this.
Here we go.
Go ahead, let the Emirates on.
I think, when Stucky kind of comes out of this fight, goes back into training, he's got to kind of work on kind of keeping his head up. He's ducking his head down every time in the middle of these exchanges, which, at a higher level can put you in a detrimental situation.
I mean, let's talk about it right now. Him putting his head down, putting a lot of weight in his front leg, which Rassam has thrown those 3 inside leg kicks. Yeah. 4, that is really getting a lot of damage right now, just because you're putting weight down in your front leg.
And both these guys have been throwing kicks the whole fight. It's been more just within the middle of the combination, little smaller calf kicks. Those kicks are starting this combination right there for Usman. Nice knee right there.
Good body kick there by Jim Stucky.
Well, that shows Usman's got a little bit of energy. He's just thrown 2 Superman punches back to back. And Stucky looks like he's starting to wear it right now.
We're in the last 30 seconds here of this third final round. I want to see some heart. It is still a close fight. I want to see who kind of wants it more. Come on, you're throwing all these 4-punch combos, 5-punch combos with kicks. I need to see a little bit of more who wants to win. Good left hand there, Barbara.
Nice 2 there. Nice knee to the body. It was blocked by Stucky.
He hurt him there with the right hook, but didn't follow up on it. That's 10 seconds
right here. And he wants to point down to the ground and say, let's go, and they're going to throw. Whoa, whoa.
It's all over. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
All right, we see you. Hey, coming over here kind of saying, hey, I'm here to watch as he spits all over us. But, hey, I'll take it, man. He look good. He look good out there, man, the young kid. A lot of heart. I think he heard me, huh? All right. I think that was pretty clear to us that he kind of won that there. Man. Oh, great left hand by there on the replay.
I mean,
this was the last 10 seconds. It's amazing. Again, these are junior fighters. We got a long card here tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, 2 fights down out of YouTube. You have 1 more. Click that QR code in the bottom left there to bring you to millions.co to watch the full card. And again, if you're watching this, follow us on Instagram, Full Contact Promotions, YouTube, subscribe, and hey, a lot of action here tonight.
And these guys can barely drive right now.
Bring our official decision ringside with our official Dan.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges have scored the fight in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Rassam Usman.
Rassam is their winner there. Hey, man, good heart from both fighters there. A lot of power. But the composure late kind of showed you from the Canada fighter a lot of good potential there.
Yeah, man, it was one of those fights. I mean, I think it was a competitive fight, but definitely you can see that Usman took the fight, 3-love.
I love the excitement out of this guy, man. He's happy. It's great. Remember, they're not even 18 yet, man, doing a show like that.
Yeah.
Put on a really good show for us. A lot of heart. Yeah, let's see it, man. He said next time he's on the card, he's going to knock him out. I promise you. He's coming for that belt. Hey, a lot of confidence from him, and he's like, I want a KO and a championship belt for my next fight. So that's good.
Yeah, man. See, we're at, in the junior division right now. I mean, it's some guys out there that can get charged with murder one. So, when you talk about Omar, oh man, I mean it's some guys in the division for the juniors.
I would love to mention it. We're talking about the junior fighters, especially that 135 division with Omar, but also Peyton Fitzsimmons, who's fighting an adult fight right now.
This next bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 130-pound junior kickboxing division. Making his way to the cage with a record of 2-2, fighting in the blue corner, Dominic Lowe.
Coming to the cage, we got Dominic Lowe. And Dominic, is a staple, within the junior division here at Full Contact Promotions. And, this is the first walk today for Combat Recovery.
Yeah, we're definitely used to kind of seeing them roll deep in these cards, especially for SCB. But Dominic Lowe, no stranger, being 2-on-1 in the junior division, his fourth fight. And when we talk about Combat Recovery, we talk about boxing. When we talk about boxing, we talk about these combinations and head movement. Really exciting to see in K1, because then you can use these inside leg kicks to open up this boxing. And that's definitely what we expect to see out of Dominic Lowe. But again, a lot of heart out of someone who's fought here before. And as you saw on these first 2 junior fights, they don't know how not to scrap here. So I'm excited to see it.
I mean, if you felt like those first two fights were all right, I'm going to tell you right now, this should be a banger.
And his opponent, hailing from Buffalo, New York, and fighting out of the red corner, the greatest, Akbar.
Muhammad Akbar coming out here to the cage here, representing Western New York MMA. 17 years old, and hey, when you talk to this guy, it's kind of like the composure. I know I say that word a lot, but they're very calm today, and he seems more experienced. Look at the song he's walking out to, the traditional kind of like the Thai setting of like, let's stay calm. We're about to go to war. We don't need to be too anxious right now. Let's just walk in there.
And you talk about being anxious. He said in his last fight, man, he had an adrenaline dump, and he said that's going to be the difference between this fight and his last fight, that he knows what he's got going on, and he knows how to control it now. So he's looking to display that tonight.
Yeah, definitely. When you talk about Western New York MMA, you have a lot of high-level fighters or coaches as well. Felipe, who fought in UFC, is their striking coach, and he thinks that Felipe has helped him a lot tremendously to get his skills intact, but more of that confidence that he kind of needs to do exactly what he needs to here in this fight.
He's got the gladiator shorts on. I always love those shorts.
What's funny, I don't. I think they itch
This
me
next
as I
bout
kick.
is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. It is the 130-pound junior kickboxing division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's got a record of 2-2, hailing from Auburn, New York, representing Combat Recovery. He's 16 years old, standing at 5'8", official weight 132 pounds. He is Dominic Lowe. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Buffalo, New York, representing Western New York MMA, standing at 5'6", official weight 131 pounds. He is Muhammad, the greatest Akbar. Referee for this contest is the legend, Todd Anderson.
130-pound junior K1 fight, Muhammad Akbar versus Dominic Lowe. If you're watching this here on YouTube, this is the third and final free fight you can watch on YouTube. That QR code will bring you to, on the bottom left corner, will bring you to our pay-per-view for the rest of the night. Right. A lot of action here. Again, this is a junior fight. Here we go.
Nice switch kick to the head right off rip by Lowe. Dominic Lowe's been able to have a lot of improvement in between his fights. Every fight has been, it's been like a jump for sure, and it looks really good right now.
Something you don't usually see from Dominic in his past fights is more of the range fighting, right? Like we see him more as an in-fighter. So it's kind of cool that he's kind of using the distance jab to kind of like slow him down a little bit more. Oh, that body shot by Dominic.
Nice body shot right there. Nice return from swing.
Like feet for Muhammad. Both fighters looking kind of like to find a range.
Nice
early.
tool from Dominic Lowe.
Well timed off the kick too. They're definitely still trying to find their range early. Like they're not really committing to these combos. They're still trying to like, fill out the process. Definitely switching their stances. Really trying to find
Nice
their
body
gauge.
shot there. Akbar.
Oh, combination by Muhammad.
And if you've seen that combination before, it's the same combination Ilya landed on Volkanovski, man. He goes to the body, then over top to the head.
Well, that kick there by Dominic.
Nice 3-2 by
10
Akbar.
seconds.
Nice overhand there. Nice two right there from Akbar. And he's pushing pace. Wow.
These junior fighters and their high pace has been crazy, man.
Yeah. You know, you know that's a hard round to score right there. So I think Lowe came out strong first, and I think you know, Muhammad was able to kind of come out and kind of find himself a little later in that round. So I mean, I don't know which way you go with that.
It's not my job. I'm here just to commentate.
Yeah, I just
the
talk.
judges, man, that's on you guys. I will say that for my input, the combinations from both sides, definitely a lot of opening, great body shots. But again, monkey see, monkey do, right? Dominic throwing these really body shots early only made Muhammad want to do them. And now he's doing the level changes. So you're making your opponent better by being so good.
And you kind of see in both corners. I mean, both these guys seemed a bit labored from that first round. So you see what's next.
I mean, you saw the pace. If that's the pace that we're going to do for 3 rounds, man, I'm excited to see it. Second round about to be on its way in our 130-pound junior K1, Muhammad Akbar versus Dominic Lowe. Muhammad's in the red corner, Dominic Lowe with the blue tape and the pink shorts.
And the thing right there with Dominic Lowe is he was able to take the space, but he gave the space back when he backed out.
Great exchanges from both sides.
Yeah. When these guys get in the pocket, it looks like, you know, Akbar's been able to try to get some, you know, get the better of these exchanges in the pocket. And when it's on the outside, Lowe's been able to kind of get those exchanges. So,
what the level changes from these young kids. I mean, I know they're both 17.
Nice 3-2 right there, man. Nice uppercut right there, low. Kind of just move around, you gather yourself. Nice front kick. That's, you know, another thing that just kind of move around, gather himself.
Good right hand there by Muhammad.
Yeah, Muhammad's trying to, you know, walk him down. Oh.
Good jab to the body.
Oh.
Well, left hand.
I've been in a fight.
They're throwing heat.
I've been in a fight. That mouthpiece come out. I'm coming after you at 100 miles per hour.
I mean, they're juniors. They feel bad. They just kind of know they have it. It's protect yourself at all times for a reason.
Akbar's
good right hand by
great job, you know.
Good right hand by Mo.
Oh my goodness.
He's definitely feeling it right now.
Akbar's turning it up right now, man.
Superman punch. Good overhand by Muhammad. 10 seconds.
Got 10 seconds right there.
It might be over here though.
That's a nice body shot right there.
Great.
Oh man, that's a great finish right there from Akbar. Yeah. Great finish.
And it finished very early there.
Yeah, I mean, if you had some questions about the first round on who took that, I think this round right here was a little more clear and more obvious. And I think this second round is going to Akbar.
Yeah, this third and final round. And that kind of is like confidence booster. I saw my opponent hurt. He's running away, kind of not protecting himself. I'm throwing the combinations that are working. Body is hurting. The overhand right is landing. A lot of success from Muhammad in the late round here. And see that overhand right in the replay there.
Yeah.
That could give me a big confidence boost to get this finish in the third. But also,
like I said that's the
juniors,
same.
Bro.
That's the same combination Ilya landed on Volkanovski to win a world championship. You know, that two to the body, that three or that uppercut to the body, then come over the top with that overhand.
It's the third round.
Third and final round here. If you're watching this here on YouTube, this is our third and final round of the free fights here. Please click on that QR code at the bottom left. Bring you to the paper for the rest of the fights. If this is a show of what is here to come later, we got a great night.
As you go on over the Millions.co right now.
We're seeing Muhammad more confident walking down there, right? Even with the powerful jab.
Yeah. He's not feeling his labor right now, so he's able to kind of push that pace and move forward. Now, Dominic is actually going on Akbar's pace. You know, he's not dictating anything right now.
Yeah, and you're not really doing an angle to get away. You're going backward in a straight line, so Muhammad can walk forward, right?
Yeah.
Let's mix up the angles, circle a little bit, regain the center.
Nice body kick there. Nice two. Nice body kick. Body punch right there.
Good body by Muhammad. Good body kick by Muhammad. We're seeing a lot of mixing up the power from Muhammad, right? Definitely light tap to the head, hard to the body. Light to the body, hard to the head. That's really good to get a finish.
Switch it to lows. Goes back to the switch. The thing about it is you don't want to really throw kicks with your back towards the cage. It's something I learned from Faraz Zahabi at TriStar. You know, once you start getting into that black warning trap, which is not in the FCP cage, but you kind of know when your back's against the cage. You don't want to throw kicks. You want to move forward and try to regain that center.
Last 10 seconds.
Oh, man. Right in front of us.
And it's all over there. 3 rounds up, 3 rounds down there for our juniors in a 130-pounder. Man,
competitive, very competitive fight.
what an action.
Very competitive fight, man. But hey, guess what? On my dime, I'm going to pay for this for everybody right now. On my dime, because it's been such a great night of fights right now, I'm going to go ahead. I told Bubba, I said, look, go ahead and give him another fight on YouTube. So you can stay right here on YouTube for one more fight. I'm going to give you one more fight. But the next one after that, you're going to go ahead and do that QR code and go over the millions.co.
All right, so we got one more free fight on YouTube. Thank you. What's up?
You're very welcome.
It's going to be great to see. Obviously, our next fight is an adult fight with Peyton Fitzsimmons, who has been high level for the junior for SCP. So that'd be exciting. But I want to see who won this fight. Honestly, I don't know. It's very close to first 2 rounds. Maybe Dominic got the first 2, but Muhammad definitely got that third and final round. So official decision. Let's bring it cage side to Dan Kirkpatrick.
All right, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges have scored the fight 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Mohammed, the greatest Akbar.
Yeah, man, I think that was a great performance out there, man. Great performance out there by Akbar and Dominic Lowe, man.
Really good performance from him. I know he has a birthday coming up in a few days, so happy birthday to Mohammed. Great job in that win, and excited to see you come back. Rage of the Cage 34 here, Rochester, New York at Tim Hortons Iceplex. We got a lot of action now, 3 fights down, a lot more to go this evening with, man, we got our main event, Jaleel Palmer versus Chase Dolan. I'm really excited for that. But also a feature kickboxing, we have Ty Coles, the kickboxing phenom versus the Muay Thai phenom in Eric Stanford. That and a lot more action here later tonight.
And we also have the flyweight championship on the line at 125 pounds for K1, the interim title with Michael Santiago and Jimmy Keaton, who's able to come and get the title shot literally on a last-minute fallout last week.
While we have a moment, make your way out to Instagram, follow us on Full Contact Promotions, see updated content as we get ready for future events, along with the great fights that we have here tonight. A lot of different things, weigh-in stuff that you don't get to see, obviously live here.
Yeah, make sure you go ahead and follow. There's Full Contact Promotions, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. What?
Your Instagram, my Instagram.
Yeah.
Show some love.
Yeah. Give me some more followers and stuff and whatnot. All that stuff.
This next bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 135-pound kickboxing division. Introducing first, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, Jack Dunphy.
Jack Dunphy is making his way to the cage. Taking this fight literally on a few hours' notice, or a day's notice. You know, this was originally supposed to be Matt Nixon versus Peyton Fitzsimmons, and that fell out, and Dunphy was able to kind of step in and make weight, get everything all set, and he's here tonight to fight Peyton Fitzsimmons.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage out of Niagara Falls, New York, fighting out of the red corner, Peyton the Possum Fitzsimmons.
Peyton Simmons coming here to the cage here. Interesting fella. I love talking to this guy. He's a lot of personality, man. Obviously, last time he came out here, he was a junior. Now he's an adult. Right after that fight, he got a tattoo on his calf of his fight team, of his gym.
Yeah, you see that? You see that logo right there on his shirt? That's on his calf.
So to remind the fighter out there, like, hey, where I'm from, when I kick you, you can see a little glance. You know, you can see a little.
Yeah. He's out here walking out to some of that new Drake.
But yeah, it's definitely like when we talk to this kid, it's definitely a lot of like star power, right? He wants to kind of be involved, wants to do the interviews, wants to do the promos. He understands like that's what you need to do as a pro in the UFC. I can start now.
Yeah, he gives you, he's one of these guys that kind of grew up on some Sugar Sean, you know. So he kind of gives you some of that Sugar Sean vibe and stuff like that. But he's very much himself.
Yep, and he has a tough fight from obviously in Jack Dunphy, who's looking at us like, hey, I'm about to put on a show. He just pointed at us like, hey, I'm about to do it. So I love when people call their shots, man. I love when they call their shots.
We'll see what's going to happen. I mean, like I said, Dunphy did take this on literally about 24 hours notice, and he's here with Fitzsimmons, who's been in a training camp. But we're going to set it up to Dan Kirkpatrick.
This bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the kickboxing bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from New Paltz, New York, with a record of 1-1, representing Western New York MMA. He stands at 5'9", official weight 134.5 pounds. He is Jack Dunphy. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Niagara Falls, New York. He stands at 5'10", official weight of 134 pounds. He is the Possum, Peyton Fitzsimmons. Referee for this contest is Mike Walter.
135-pound, 8'1", Peyton Fitzsimmons in the red corner versus Jack Dunphy in blue. Hey, so you want to be a fighter, 24 hours notice, you're in shape, you got medicals ready, and you about to fight. A day and a half ago, you didn't even think about this.
Right there.
Look at the pace of Peyton Fitzsimmons put early. We say that the junior fighters kind of scrap like that. We got to remember his last fight was a junior fight. Yeah. So he likes that pace.
Simmons is doing a real good job of kind of using his distance and then, you know, getting in close when he needs to get in close. Nice two right there.
Thing about this pace, though,
nice body shot.
If you can kind of stay calm, if you are Jack Dunphy, weather the storm,
nice uppercut from Fitzsimmons.
You're going to have some good openings.
Nice low kick from Dunphy.
Good body kick there by Jack. It's interesting to see this fight because they both come out of really good gyms, really good corners, really good fighters. So you get those coaches battles, right? It's like they have a controller out there doing everything they can.
Nice two right there from Fitzsimmons. Nice body kick right there. Nice low kick from Dunphy. Nice front kick.
Nice everything. I think we're just going to enjoy this fight.
Here's the difference right now. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that time kind of changes when you go from the juniors to the gentleman's division.
10 seconds. freshman, freshman amateur, doesn't matter. Good head kick there by Jack. First round down there in our 135-pound K1 division. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is the last free fight on YouTube. That QR code in the bottom left. Click on it, bring you straight out to millions.co for our pay-per-view here at Rage 34 at Rochester.
Yeah, man.
First round, a lot of activity from Payne. I think he kind of edged out for the round, in my opinion. But we're seeing a lot of success from both sides, right? Calf kicks, level changes, body kicks. We're seeing Jack Dunphy, even though it's his debut, 24-hour notice, he's listening to his corner.
Yeah.
Every time they yell out something, he does it. That's something you never see from a debut fighter.
Yeah, man. And this fight's been brought to you by me. Free on YouTube. Now the next one, no way.
Only so much hospitality. Only so much hospitality.
It's part of the Bahia Brawl series, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to start making that a real thing more often. Shoot, I'm wanting this, man. The Iron Giant and Bahia got to do something, man.
Oh, maybe you come out your pocket too, Iron Giant. You may be able to get this next fight for free for them. Oh, man. Oh, nice knee to the body there.
I was about to say good head movement from Payton, but great jab from Jack, regardless of head movement.
You know, Dunphy's, oh man. Okay, good. Let's just take a little break. Don't think it was too detrimental, but you know. But Dunphy's starting to find a rhythm for himself.
A good calf kick by Jack. The jab is really landing for
Oh, wow, nice two right there.
Oh man, he's looking real good right now in the second round. That was amazing.
I think right now the pace right now is starting to get to Fitzsimmons. He's kind of slowing down some.
The tide is definitely turning.
Yeah, and like I said, when you kind of throw your kicks after a combination or before a combination, whoa, nice way to get that back kick.
Great timing by Jack.
Yeah, he got that back leg with that kick.
If I'm Jack here, I need to kind of like I see a finish. Let's press it. Let's press it. Great leg kick there by Jack.
And
good
those
team.
leg kicks have been
good right here there by Jack.
That's why you don't turn.
Those
leg kicks are starting to take its toll, and it takes away from your technique when your legs start to get beat up.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end it here shortly. 10 seconds.
10 seconds. He's got to get back to the corner. He's just going to hold. Oh, nice head kick from Dunphy.
Second round down. Jack looking really good out there. Look at the corner of Payton Fitzsimmons. He's looking tired. It's going to be kind of hard to get him back in here into the third round. But Jack looking fresh.
It's not even about being tired right now. I think that there's some damage to his leg, and I think that damage is going to start to be detrimental because, like I said, it's taken away from his technique and it's taken away from his movement. So when you don't have your movement, you're more apt to be hit because you're more still.
Yeah, and then look at the combinations that Jack's doing off that leg kick. Right calf kick to uppercut to left hand.
Yeah.
Like getting a lot of damage out of there. And, man, the confidence boost of Jack, right? A hard first round, and now it's done.
Oh, and
Mike Walters waving out the round here in the third round.
Mike Walters waved it off. And look, I mean, you get a W on literally about 24 hours notice, man.
That's amazing to see. That's definitely amazing to see. Great performance by Jack Dunphy. 24 hours notice. Get my hand raised. 24 hours notice. He told us, man. Hey, a lot of great things there. And man, if that's the debut, and that's what we get to see from your debut, I'm excited to see the rest of your career. I'm excited to see your amateur career and everything going forward. If you're watching this on YouTube, that was 4 free fights. Very generous out of for Full Contact Promotions for Bahini, the Bahini Brawl program. QR code bottom left corner, bringing you out to the pay-per-view millions.co. Let's bring our official decision case time to our ring announcer, Dan Kirkpatrick.
Red corner has failed to answer the bell for the third round, so your winner by TKO in 2 minutes of round number 2, out of the blue corner, Jack Dunphy.
Hey, I'm here with the winner.
Enter.
Feeling good. Dude, so you took this fight literally on about 24 hours notice, man. I mean, how does that feel?
It feels good, man. I saw that the card had 4 fights at 135, so I was like, let me just cut my weight and see what happens. You know, it's amateur fighting. One of 8 guys slips on a banana peel. It's a game of opportunities, man. You got to be ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And tonight I was ready. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to get to show my skills, man.
Well, congratulations on the win, man, and hopefully see you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, give it up.
Enter STF Media. We are your premier partners for live event streaming and professional production. With proven experience in combat sports and professional wrestling, we know exactly how to capture every strike, every slam, and every submission with flawless precision. From regional MMA promotions to major wrestling events, STF Media delivers broadcast quality streams that keep your fans on the edge of their seats. Anywhere in the world. Don't let your promotion's greatest moments fade out. Step up your production game. STF Media. You dream it, we stream it.